Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to That's a Shoot, a weekly episodic show where I talk about what goes on in the world of professional wrestling. Unless we got predictions to do, and with No Mercy happening tomorrow night, we got some predictions. So let's go ahead and get with the predicting. In an Extreme Rules match for the NXT Women's Championship, the champion Becky Lynch takes on the former champion Tiffany Stratton. This should be a great battle between two, one vet that is, that can go in Becky Lynch, and one youngster, Tiffany Stratton, has really shown over the past year that she is really taking control to this business from being like an Olympic person or whatever she was doing. And she's really taking over. Again, that's just like a duck to water. So, this would be a really fun match, but I think Becky Lynch holds it. I think what they're going to do with Becky Lynch and the NXT title is they're going to hold on to it until someone deserves to beat it. So now I think that's one of two people. I think that's either Jade Cargill or the second person is someone that they don't know just yet, and they can find someone to step up. And so we'll see. But I think Becky Lynch beats Tiffany Stratton, but Tiffany Stratton puts on a show, and this might actually be her last time in NXT. I think there's been talking about her being fast-tracked to the main roster, and I think she might show up very soon. There's a lot of main roster feel to this NXT show, as we have Butch from the Brawling Brutes taking on Noam Dar in the NXT Heritage Cup. This is one of these weird, funny matches that I think it's kind of interesting prophecy, that concept they came up with back in the old NXT UK. I've enjoyed the matches that they've done so far, and this one should be no different. But I think with Butch being on the main roster and Noam Dar, just winning it back, I think this is so that Noam Dar is he'll beat Butch and he'll retain the NXT Heritage Cup. Now, sometimes heel versus heel matches don't work, but I think when you're talking about the NXT audience and these two in general, I think this can work. Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin should be they fought all over the arena this past Wednesday. I think this should be an absolutely banger. Baron Corbin going down to NXT. I think what Baron Corbin did is that he went down there to NXT not only to get some TV time, not only maybe to like reevaluate some stuff, become a new, get a new shtick, so to speak. But I think also to maybe help out some of the younger guys and with their heel mannerisms, and also give them some, a really good heel to foil. Now, when you talk about Braun Breaker, who's also a heel, he doesn't need a heel to foil. He needs a babyface to fuck, as it so to speak. That's what you do, because the saying is fuck the babyface, which is basically screwing over the babyface. So don't take it in the sex connotation. Anyway, I was thinking again, this is what Baron Corbin is there to do: put over the younger talent. Braun Breaker gets to win. And I think Braun Breaker should be also on the fast track to the main roster. There's nothing else left for him to do in NXT. It's time for him to be on the main roster. For the North American Championship, champion Dominic Mysterio takes on Trick Williams. The crowd is getting behind Trick, doing the whole whip that trick from a movie 15 years ago. But still, that's some good shit. Trick Williams got himself into the Fatal 4-Way match, the Triple Threat match, made the 4-4 match for the number one contendership for the NXT North American Championship, as Mustafa Ali, who was going to be the person to take on Dominic Mysterio, obviously was released last week in the WWE releases. So now they Trick. I can easily see them Trick bringing the North American Championship. I really could. But I still think that you've got a lot of stuff with the Judgment Day on the main roster And I think as long as they are, headed down the way we think they are headed, a lot of us think that there is going to be the Judgment Day with Finn, Dominic, what's his face, the Mr. Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, and either JD McDonough or Jimmy Uso versus Kevin, Sammy, Cody, and Jey Uso. I think that's the way it's gonna go. I think he has to hold on to the NXT North American title. As much as I would love Trick to win it, and if Trick wins it, I'm not gonna be mad at it or nothing like that. But I think Dominic Mysterio is gonna hold on to it, and he has improved so much that I think you have to give it to Dom. So I think Dom holds on to the NXT North American Championship just for a little while longer. Sometimes you have matches that you just don't know why they are there, and this is one of them. The NXT Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way match. You're talking about the champions Tony D'Angelo and Stax versus Angel Garza and a bunch of Korea, the Lost Lovely Boys or whatever the hell they were, Los Lotharios. You got the Creed brothers coming back after being banished from NXT by the Dyad and now coming back. And then this new group of young kids led by Scripps or Reggie out the mud, which is ridiculous. A ridiculous name, but whatever. They are fighting for this NXT Fatal 4-Way Championship. I don't know why we necessarily needed this match. I think what we could have done is maybe have done. I don't know what the hell we could have done. I don't know. We probably didn't need to do this match, period. So maybe we could have put another women's match on here and save this for NXT. But yeah, this just seems like this. I'm not saying it's gonna be bad. This might be a good way to open up the card, because these tag team Fatal 4-Way matches do seem to get the crowd hype and entertain. So this is probably a good way to start off the NXT No Mercy program. So, but I think this is still Stax and Lorenzo, not Stax. Stax is Lorenzo. I think this is D'Angelo and Stax time to continue on with the championship. So I want to say the family, D'Angelo and Stax. So a rematch for the NXT Championship, champion Carmelo Hayes takes on Ilya Dragunov. This should be a great match. The last match was great. This should be maybe even better. I don't know here, because I think Carmelo Hayes is probably also ready for the main roster, but so is Ilya Dragunov. So I think with Ilya Dragunov, he's done everything he could do in NXT and NXT UK. So winning the NXT Championship, I think, would be fine. I think he wins it here. He holds it until maybe January, or maybe even Stand and Deliver when they move on to someone else. And you can do the same thing with Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes could hold it until Stand and Deliver, and it means he'd hold it for a whole year, and then he could get the call up. So I think here's the thing. I think whoever does lose, I think becomes in a holding pattern, because it's almost like both need the championship, right, to continue on NXT, and if they don't, then they should be called up. But they don't. Let's face it, they probably don't have anything for them on the main roster. So this is a tough one. It really is. I think, because I still think they could probably do Carmelo and Trick, and Carmelo and Trick maybe doesn't need the championship. I'm gonna go ahead. Ilya Dragunov. We gotta make a decision. Don't want to sit here with a bunch of dead air. Ilya Dragunov wins to become the new NXT champion. So to recap, Becky Lynch retains her NXT Women's Championship. Noam Dar retains the NXT Heritage Cup. Braun Breaker beats Baron Corbin. Dominic Mysterio retains the NXT North American Championship. Jensen Stacks retain the Tag Team Championship. And Ilya Dragunov is your new NXT champion. So those are my predictions for NXT No Mercy. Make sure to come back right here after NXT No Mercy. We're doing the rapid reaction where we will talk about what went down tomorrow night. Should be a good one. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Give me your predictions for NXT No Mercy. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy, AJTRIP, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.